Hey, everybody. So I really enjoyed taking these 4 self-assessments, and I feel like they're pretty accurate with respect to my personality. Not too many surprises. So let's dive right in. On the first test, the emotional intelligence test, I scored 7 in self-awareness, 9 in self-management, 10 in social awareness, and 9 in relationship management. I was a little surprised to see that I only scored a 7 in self-awareness. 7's still a good score, but I have always thought that I had a good ability to read my own emotions and see how they affect others. I also think that I've been able to honestly assess myself, and I try to project a lot of confidence, but maybe I haven't done as good of a job as I thought and can improve in figuring out who I am as a leader and how my own self-awareness affects others. I think I've been able to excel in self-management, specifically keeping my emotions in check to not be disruptive to others, and in taking initiative to set goals and accomplish tasks. Social awareness is where I feel like I really set myself apart. I've always been pretty empathetic, but I think I'm strong in organizational awareness. I can read the overall vibe of my coworkers and superiors, and it's easy for me to navigate those relationships. Working relationships is another aspect I really enjoy. I try to be a change catalyst and initiate new ideas and try to encourage people to follow me on that journey. I truly enjoy forming bonds with coworkers, and that's one of the main reasons I enjoy coming to work every day. Overall, I do need to work on my self-awareness. Clearly, I'm not in control of my emotions as much as I thought. So on the next test, the left brain, right brain test, I was 45% left brain and 55% right brain. Previously, I would have thought that I was more left brain because I was very methodical and calculating, but I've noticed a shift over the last year in my thinking. As I've moved further along in my career, I've shifted towards an interest in creating new service lines and trying to figure out new ways to improve our overall product. My focus has been on the development phase rather than the implementation phase. However, I do think there are areas in which I can improve. I do need to improve my organizational skills. My desk is a mess, and I know I need to work on being more organized. Lately, I've been working under the assumption that if I just don't throw anything away, I'll ultimately be able to find it, which is not necessarily the most professional outlook. This shift, the shift to development and creativity leads me to my next personality test. So on the Myers-Briggs test, I am an ENFP through and through. Interestingly enough, when I took this test about over a year ago, I think I was an ENFJ. But on the current test, I was 66% extroversion, 44% intuitive, 31% feeling, and 12% perceiving. And I actually completely agree with the results of this current assessment. I do have strong viewpoints, and I try to gently persuade others that my views are worth pursuing. I also agree with the assessment that ENFPs might have a problem with follow-through. I find myself switching from idea to idea without finishing the previous idea. And part of that does come from my organization being hungry for new innovative ideas, but I do need to work on seeing tasks through to their completion. Like I mentioned earlier, I agree that I've shifted from judging to perceiving. I've been more inclined to kind of shoot from the hip based on past experiences and rules of thumb lately, because I've found that more change is possible when you innovate and constantly throw out new ideas. There are definitely areas I can improve, and I can improve by being more methodical and not so spontaneous and following through with things. The VARK test results were a little eye-opening to me. I was 4 for visual, 4 for oral, 2 for reading and writing, and 6 for kinesthetic. I do agree that I'm more likely to learn from real-world hands-on experiences as opposed to other methods, but I really didn't score great on any of the learning modalities. This isn't a huge positive with respect to learning. Obviously, I need to do a better job of focusing on learning, whatever method it might be. So, watching everyone else's videos, I've seen some high scores, and mine are significantly lower. So I need to pay, more attention and improve my learning overall across all modalities. Sometimes you don't have a choice how you need to learn, and I need to improve in all areas. Lastly, talk a little bit about my leadership style. So I would consider myself a transformational leader. I try to motivate employees to see the overall vision and to work towards those goals. I've always considered myself to be a company man, and I try to push the vision of my organization. I want employee morale to be as high as it possibly can, and I work really hard to limit employee turnover. My assumption is that if we can all buy in and work together as a company, I think we can be successful. So again, thanks for listening, and I look forward to some feedback. Thanks a lot.